Welcome back to your Saints Insider 2-minute drill. I am Luke Johnson, the Saints beat writer for the New Orleans Times-Picayune and NOLA.com. Today was supposed to be joint practice number 1 between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans, but we all know that didn't happen, so instead the Saints had to practice against themselves, and we saw a pretty good practice today, pretty intense practice. A lot of guys jawing back and forth, a lot of really intense competitive drills. They did, I think, 4 team drills today and a 7-on-7. We saw a lot of really good stuff. Number 1, Michael Thomas looks very good. And I think this is him continuing to ramp up from where he was at the start of camp, which, frankly, was a player who was obviously working his way back from basically 3 years and not playing to right now. Maybe not the 2019 version of Michael Thomas, but he's getting there. And he's making contested catches in practice. He's beating guys and creating separation. That is very good for the Saints to see. You add him in there with Chris Olave, Juwan Johnson, Alvin Kamara, I think has had a very nice camp as a pass catcher. Rashid Shaheed, who is back in practice, even though it was in a limited capacity today for individual drills, he was still there. Feeling confident about him for week 1. That's a lot of weapons for Derek Carr to throw to. And I think they're feeling pretty good about where this offense is. Maybe that's why a guy like Demario Davis after practice today was sounding very confident about the team's prospects this year. Saying it was for undisclosed reasons, but I think we can see, and we have all seen throughout training camp, that Derek Carr is a big part of that. The team will head out to the Superdome tomorrow for what is really its last practice of training camp. It closes out its preseason Sunday against the Houston Texans in the Dome, and then next week, roster cuts, and moving on to week 1 against Tennessee. This is a big game for a lot of people. I'm sure we'll see a lot of competition at the defensive back spots, at linebacker, maybe for the 5th and 6th wide receiver on this team if they decide to keep that many. I think we'll see a little bit out of the kicker competition, which is still ongoing. Will Lutz has had a very good camp, and so has Blake Grupe, who has pushed him. So a lot of stuff to look out for. We'll be keeping track of all of it over at NOLA.com, so stay with us there, and we'll catch you all later.